People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
a Queen Bee radio station.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports Presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you People's State Bank and Grant Regional Health Center coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by House Electric, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Bytech Incorporated, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Claire Bank, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Fuller's Milker Center, Gary's Pest Control, Community First Bank, Guy's Truck and Tractor Service, Hernson's Ace Hardware, Krantz Auto Parts, the Peterson Agency, the Raleigh Cheese House, Mound City Bank, the Russell Law Office, the Shoebox, Sloan Implement, Timmerman's Talents, Tricor Insurance, and Wolf Construction.
Good evening from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. We have non-conference girls basketball tonight on 97.7 Country WGLR, WGLR.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The River Ridge Timberwolves 9-3 on the season, 3-3 in the Six Rivers West, hosting the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets, 9-1 overall and undefeated 6-0 in the Ridge and Valley. This is our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis, and this is the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Tonight's game features two teams looking for win number 10 in this 2024-2025 high school girls basketball campaign. As we mentioned, River Ridge coming in with a 9-3 record, 3-3 in the Six Rivers West in the third place spot behind Shullsburg, who is 4-2 in conference play, and Belmont 3-2 in the Six Rivers West. River Ridge coming off a win on Thursday night against Highland 38-27. Braylon Quick, the only player in double figures in the game. She had 10 points, including 2 3-point makes, and this game is one of 4 big matchups that River Ridge has coming up, or one of 3 big matchups in the next 4 games, I should say, as they take on Wauzeka-Steuben tonight. They take on Judah Friday, and then on Monday next week, they are at Belmont and then at Shullsburg. So 3 big opponents over the next 4 games for River Ridge to try and keep that momentum going. And their test tonight, the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets, again, 9-1 on the season. Their only loss on the season was in game number 2 in overtime at Lancaster, and they have run through the Ridge and Valley so far undefeated, 6-0 in first place. They have a 1-game lead on Kickapoo with the tiebreaker, and oh, by the way, they take on Kickapoo coming up on Thursday night. Wauzeka-Steuben coming off a win against Lafarge Youth Initiative 65-22 on Friday night. Emma Wall had 16 points to lead the team in scoring, and Liz Wright 15 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for the Hornets in that matchup on Friday night. It's a very busy night across southwest Wisconsin in the high school basketball scene. Other games in the area that we have our eye on. We have another game on Super Hits 106 in the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Belmont and Highland renewing their rivalry in girls basketball. That's at Highland. And again, Rob Spangler with the call of that one on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Other games involving Six Rivers teams. Potosi-Cassville is at Shullsburg. Barneveld is at Argyle-Pecatonica. Judah is at Blackhawk. And in the Ridge and Valley, Kickapoo is at Richland Center. Seneca at Hillsboro. And Lafarge Youth Initiative is at Viroqua. There's also some SWAL SWC matchups head-to-head, including Southwestern at Lancaster. And if we have any updates on those games, we'll bring them to you on our Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. But coming up next, we'll talk with both head coaches, caught up with both Ben McCulloch of Wauzeka-Steuben and Ronnie Zinkel of River Ridge. We asked them about the players on the Russell Office's injury report. If you've been injured, contact Russell Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLaw.wi.com. I'll sketch you the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups, the colors of the game presented by Cuba City Family Dental, and the tip between River Ridge and Wauzeka-Steuben in non-conference girls basketball. Our Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1.
Tricor Insurance works with leading insurance carriers like Auto Owners Insurance to provide honest and reliable service when you need it most.
For one, I want them to know that they're not alone. They know that no matter what happens when it comes up, that they can count on us to assist them through that process, whatever it may be.
Tricor and Auto Owners Insurance for your home, auto, and more. Visit TricorInsurance.com to find an agent near you.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Aw, man. Sounds like a job for Hinderman Repair on Main Street in Dickeyville. A little preventative maintenance with Keith at Hinderman Repair could save you thousands and a big headache later on. 15 years in business and countless 5-star customer reviews are your assurance that your vehicle can be running as good as new. They'll change your oil, check and repair suspension, brakes, tires, and almost anything else your vehicle needs. Call Keith for an appointment today and learn more at HindermanRepairLLC.com and Facebook.
I need help for my mom. She has dementia. I want a Grace so Mom can get care at home. You know what people say about them? I can't imagine better support through such a painful time. A Grace. Authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn more.
This is Jason Ferry, an over 22-year employee of Anderson Weber Toyota. Part of what makes us a unique car dealership is the combined 730 years of experience we bring to our customers. We are a fourth-generation, family-owned business with an average employee tenure of 14 years. Come see why we've been a staple in the tri-state area for over 70 years. Visit us next to Target in Dubuque or online at AndersonWeberToyota.com. Anderson Weber Toyota, when you're ready.
Pre-game one.
Back on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Wauzeka-Steuben taking on River Ridge in non-conference girls basketball tonight. And we're joined by Ben McCulloch, head coach of the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets. Coach, thanks for joining us. And looking at the resume so far, 9-1 overall on the season. The only loss, an overtime loss in Lancaster, and you're undefeated in conference play through one round of play so far to the season. Everything on paper seems to be going well for your team. What's the assessment of your team's play to this point in the season?
So far, I'm happy with the way, we got a long ways to go, but they're playing hard. They're trying to get better in the things that we need to get better at. So yeah, it's been good so far.
Yep, and you have some core pieces back from the team that went to the sectional round last year. Talk about the growth that you've seen from those returning members, and maybe some of the unsung heroes that have really stepped up in the early part of the season.
Well, I think the kids that came back, we had 5 or 6 kids that were playing last year. But they had to step up. We had 3 seniors that left, and you lose leadership, you lose things. So I've been impressed with, how Emma Wall and Liz Wright have just kind of stepped up the leadership part of it, and the other kids have just filled in. Their roles change a little bit. They got to get a little more physical, some of them, than they're used to. So, but they're all willing to come and work. So, and the younger kids too. We have some kids out the JV. They're playing some of both. So they've had to step in a few times when we've been in foul trouble. So, they're learning as they go. So that's been impressive.
I've been looking at the conference so far, undefeated in conference play. You were undefeated in the conference last year. Got a big game against Kickapoo coming up later on this week. What's your takeaways from the Ridge and Valley Conference so far, and how your team has played against those opponents?
Well, I think everybody's getting better. Just watching film and seeing we played Kickapoo early in the season. We got them again early the second round here, so that's not always great. So, they've been playing really well lately. DeSoto's got a nice up-and-coming young team that's really can score and shoot it some nights, and even the bottom half of our conference just seems to be getting a little bit better. They're starting to get some kids that they have a lot of young kids playing, but they're starting to get better. So yeah, the second round will be a bit of a challenge, but that's okay.
All right, Ben McCulloch with us on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. The Wauzeka-Steuben head coach getting ready for the Hornets and the Timberwolves in non-conference girls basketball. Russell Office's injury report at this point in the season. If there aren't injuries, there's always illnesses and stomach bugs and different neurovirus things going around. But with all that said, what's the health of the team coming into tonight's matchup with River Ridge?
Well, I'm hoping we're better. Over the Christmas break and even last week, it was the illness thing. Knock on wood, we've been all right injury-wise, but we had the little bugs that had come through for 24 hours, and it just was kind of like, just get it done over Christmas before we can go. So hopefully this week everybody says they're feeling good, so hopefully that's the way it stays.
Yeah, very relatable. Can relate to that, that's for sure. All right, then the key tonight against River Ridge, a non-conference opponent, but this is a team that's in the same half sectional as the Hornets are, and kind of a good test to kind of see where both teams are at this point in the season as the second half of the conference rolls around the corner. What are the things that you're looking for from your team tonight, and what are the things that Wauzeka-Steuben has to do tonight to be successful?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good test for both teams because I think we're really equal. I think, you play 10 times, it might be 5-5. I don't know, but they play great defense as always. River Ridge, they're a little bit taller and more physical than us. That's our one issue is we're a little bit vertically and size challenged. So we have to extend. They like to shoot the three, so we got to get out on defense and we have to box out, and then hopefully we can get some transition because that's kind of what we like to do. So
it should be a fun one. We're looking forward to it. Thanks so much for your time, Coach. Have some fun. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's Ben McCulloch, head coach of the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets. We'll have more on the Raleigh Chiefs pregame show after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost-effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Niles Farm Tire Service in Platteville knows there's no downtime in farming. That's why they offer on-the-farm tire service for tractors, combines, skid steers, and other farm equipment. From new tires to replacement rims, Niles Farm Tire Service is ready to help. They're family-owned and operated, serving Grant, Iowa, and Lafayette County since 1973. They'll keep your equipment operational until you're done. Niles Farm Tire Service, the little dealer with the big wheels. Check them out on the web, Facebook, or call today at 608-778-7800.
Sandlin Appliance in Scales Mound encourages you to take the Big Box Challenge. Think you're saving money by shopping for your new appliances at the big box stores? Think again. With no hidden delivery or takeaway fees and upfront pricing, they are very competitive with the big box stores and they service what they sell. Stop in and see for yourself. You won't be disappointed. Sandlin Appliance in Scales Mound, your local Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealer. Check them out on the web at sandlinappliance.com and call 815-845-2691 today.
I'm Dr. Jasmine Zapata, Chief Medical Officer for Community Health at the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. Every year in the U.S., about 21,000 lung cancer deaths are caused by radon, an odorless, tasteless, and colorless gas. 1 in 10 Wisconsin homes has high levels of radon. Does yours? Call 1-888-LOW-RADON or visit lowradon.org to learn more. Test, fix, save a life.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
Pregame 2.
Back on the Raleigh Chiefs pregame show on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. River Ridge and Wauzeka-Steuben in non-conference girls basketball tonight. We're joined by Ronnie Zinkel, head coach of the River Ridge Timberwolves. Coach, thanks for joining us. And was at the game on Thursday night when you beat Highland 38-27. Probably not the best shooting night for the team, but the defense was able to lock in and separate themselves from Highland, especially in that second half. Talk about what you saw from your team in that matchup against Highland and how your team has been playing as of late.
Yeah, definitely had a lot of really good looks. We just didn't hit them from the outside. We usually do, and it was just a cold shooting night. Our defense picked it up as a team tremendously. We had 22 steals, and then in the second half, we actually held Highland scoreless for 9 minutes, so that's pretty impressive. So we've been really focusing on the defensive side, but also trying to score a little more to let us relax a little bit.
Yep, in the matchup against Wauzeka-Steuben tonight, looks like 3 of the next 4 games are going to be pretty tough. You've got Belmont coming up, and then Argyle-Pecatonica down the line as well. With this game tonight against Wauzeka-Steuben, a non-conference matchup, what do you hope to take away from this matchup tonight? And how does a team like Wauzeka-Steuben prepare you for some of those tougher games in conference play coming down the road?
Yeah, I mean, Wauzeka-Steuben's leading their conference, I believe, so it'd be really good to get a win against them. But also, they've played a lot of teams in our conference, so it might show where we're at right now in our conference as well. Hopefully we can shoot a little better and beat their press.
All right, Ronnie Zinkel with us on our Raleigh Chiefs pregame show, getting ready for River Ridge and Wauzeka-Steuben. Russell Office's injury report, no injuries from last week's game, but we might have a questionable player out this evening. What's the health of the team coming into the matchup?
Yeah, overall, pretty good. One of our subs might be out for tonight, but otherwise, starters and main subs are looking good.
All right, excellent. And then the matchup tonight with Wauzeka-Steuben. Again, they are leading their conference, a 9-1 overall record. Their only loss came in overtime to Lancaster, and they are in your half sectional as far as the postseason goes, so this could play into potential postseason seeding. And again, kind of an equal matchup on paper as far as, what we've seen, stat-wise, what stands out about them on tape, and what does River Ridge have to do tonight?
They shoot very well from the outside, so we definitely have to get out on their shooters, and they love to run the floor. So we have to make sure we keep it our pace of game and don't get into a running match.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks a lot for your time, Coach. Have some fun. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's Ronnie Zinkel, head coach of the River Ridge Timberwolves. We'll have more on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Tune in to the Southwest Tech Agriculture Farm Show with Bob Mittendorf weekday mornings from 5 to 6 a.m. Bob Mittendorf is the premier agriculture voice in the tri-state area, and he's teamed up with Southwest Tech to give you the latest agricultural news, markets, and a whole lot more. So don't miss the Southwest Tech Agriculture Farm Show with Bob Mittendorf right here on 97.7 Country and WGLR.com. Southwest Tech, this is where you belong.
Pregame 3.
Wrapping up the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the Cheese, River Ridge, and Wauzeka-Steuben non-conference girls basketball tonight on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. The Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups and the Cuba City Family Dental close of the game coming up in just a bit. Tonight's game brought to you by Langmeyer Lumber, your one stop for lumber. The contractors go to Langmeyer Lumber, and you should too. Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. And by Team Engineering in Wauzeka. Innovation and efficiency for quality engineering services. Let their experience and attention to detail get you the results you need. Team Engineering in Wauzeka and at teamenginc.com. And by the Christensen Mill in Wauzeka. See Ben at the Christensen Mill for custom blends tailored to your operation. The Christensen Mill in Wauzeka. Our national anthem and player introductions coming up in just a moment. We'll bring you the national anthem live. Again, Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups and the Cuba City Family Dental covers of the game coming up in just a moment as well. And we will step aside now for tonight's national anthem from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove.
We ask those who are able to stand to remove your hats. Place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by the River Ridge Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Kieler Kenyon.
All right, well done. It's tonight's national anthem by the River Ridge Pep Band under the direction of Kieler Kenyon. And let's get you the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Starting for the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets, 9-1 on the season, 6-0 in the Ridge and Valley. Their starting lineup goes like this: a 5'7" senior wearing number 3, Liz Wright. A 5'6" senior wearing number 10, Emma Wall. A 5'7" senior wearing number 14, Kylie Manning. A 5'8" junior wearing number 21, Natalie Wright. And rounding out the starting lineup for Wauzeka-Steuben, a 5'8" junior wearing number 23, Isabella Bunders. Wauzeka-Steuben is coached by Ben McCulloch, and he's assisted by Shannon Sorbo and Jolene Mitchell. The starting lineup for the River Ridge Timberwolves, 9-3 on the campaign, 3-3 in the Six Rivers West. Their starting lineup goes like this: a 5'3" senior, number 3, Braylon Quick. A 5'8" senior, number 4, Lydia Mason. A 5'5" senior, number 5, Mandy Worley. A 5'4" senior, number 10, Melissa Sletton. And rounding out the starting lineup, a 5'9" senior, number 22, Reagan Zinkel. The River Ridge Timberwolves are coached by Ronnie Zinkel, and she's assisted by Stephanie Mickle and Joe Schulte. Those are tonight's Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. The Cuba City Family Dental Colors of the Game brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. River Ridge in their home white jerseys, River written across the chest, Ridge written across the waist in purple with purple numbers, purple trim, and the River Ridge paw print logo on the left side of the shorts. Wauzeka-Steuben in their green jerseys with Hornets written across the chest in gold, gold numbers, and gold trim. Those are the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game as Wauzeka-Steuben wins the tip, working from left to right as we see it here from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth and as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Liz Wright with a cross-court pass to the left wing. Driving in is Natalie Wright. Kicks out to the right wing, and a 3 is knocked down by Liz Wright. 1 possession, 3 points for the Hornets. 3-0. Wauzeka-Steuben 30 seconds leading over River Ridge as the Wolves trying to get past the press to get it across the center court stripe. Reagan Zinkel with the basketball on the high left side out to the top. Sletton kicks it back out to Zinkel for 3 on the left wing, and she answers right back. Back-to-back threes. We are tied at 3, 50 seconds into the ball game from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Natalie Wright gives out to the high right side to Kylie Manning. Skips it over to the left side to Isabella Bunders. Bunders to the left elbow, back out to the left corner. As Emma Wall, looking for a teammate, finds one at the free throw line. That's Kylie Manning. Wall gets it back, now back out to Bunders in the right corner. Out the top, Kylie Manning to the left wing. As Natalie Wright takes a couple dribbles, now cross-court pass back to the near side, now back to the top to Wright. Isabella Bunders on the high left side as Wauzeka-Steuben trying to find the right matchup for the right shot. As Mandy Worley goes in for a steal, but Wauzeka-Steuben able to keep it. Now Natalie Wright between the rings, back out to the high left side to Manning. Right-handed dribble being guarded by Worley. Skips it down low, running into a triple team as Bunders now back out to the corner. Catch and shoot 3. Airballs it short of the rim, and the rebound collected by Lydia Mason. Wauzeka-Steuben deciding not to press, and River Ridge now in possession of the basketball after a really long possession time-wise for the Hornets. We're at the 15:50 mark in the first supply first half. 3-3 our score. Reagan Zinkel with the ball over her head, trying to find a teammate. Finds Mandy Worley between the rings. Now lobs it into Sletton, back out. Reagan Zinkel, catch and shoot 3 on the right side. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Hornets. Hornets trying to go down the floor quickly in transition. And now a shot put up under the basket, but Reagan Zinkel going to be called for a foul. And it looks like free throws coming up for the Hornets as it will be Emma Wall at the free throw line. Emma Wall averaging 10.7 points, 5.9 rebounds, and shooting 77% at the free throw line on the season. Zinkel guilty of her first personal. And the first free throw is in. Emma Wall good on her first free throw on this trip. Our game tonight brought to you by Boondock Sports Bar and Grill. Quench your thirst and satisfy your appetite in the boonies of Wauzeka. Like them on Facebook for daily specials. Boondock Sports Bar and Grill in Wauzeka. Second free throw also good for Emma Wall. 5-3. Wauzeka-Steuben leading River Ridge. 15:25 to play in the First Supply first half. As Reagan Zinkel has the basketball between the rings, gives over to Slutton on the high left side. Now back to the top to Zinkel. Sutton gets it back. Catch and shoot three off the back iron, no good. Rebound collected by Emma Wall. And again, the Hornets going down the floor quickly. Ball in the left corner, now going baseline in the free throw lane. Shot put up by Natalie Wright. Shot blocked from behind and a whistle, and it looked like Lydia Mason stepped on the baseline. So River Ridge with their first turnover of the game. And Wauzeka-Steuben inbounding baseline left side. Hornets get it into Natalie Wright on the high left side. Goes into the paint and tries to bank it in, but shot is off target, and Reagan Zinkel pulls down the rebound for River Ridge. 5-3, Wauzeka-Steuben leading River Ridge under 15 minutes to play in the First Supply first half. As Melissa Slutton trying to navigate the defense and finds Mandy Werlich. Puts up a three on the high right side off the back iron, no good. Natalie Wright with the rebound for Wauzeka-Steuben. Now a catch and shoot three in the left corner off the front of the rim, no good. Zinkel there for the rebound for River Ridge. And a timeout taken by River Ridge, taken by Ronnie Zinkel. It's a full timeout. We'll take one too. 14:26 to play in the First Supply first half. Wauzeka-Steuben 5, River Ridge 3. Back after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game one.
Are you interested in a free checking account? Do you need a debit card today with no delay? We now offer instant issue on our debit cards. Hi, my name is Sarah Rogers, your branch manager, retail lending officer from Mound City Bank in Cuba City. When you open your checking account, we can now issue your debit card so you have purchasing access to your account the day it's open. Stop by or call us at 608-744-2141 for more details or questions. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Platteville Golf and Country Club is looking for a full-time restaurant cook. This is a great opportunity for an attentive, motivated, reliable, customer service-oriented individual to run your own kitchen while serving Platteville Golf and Country Club's members and guests. Contact Alex at Platteville Golf and Country Club for details and see if running your own kitchen at the Platteville Golf and Country Club is right for you. In game one.
Coming out of the River Ridge timeout, Reagan Zinkel puts up a shot on the right side of the paint, but it's well contested, and Wauzeka-Steuben now in possession of the basketball, and a double dribble going to be called against Natalie Wright, and the Hornets turn the ball over for the first time tonight. 14:08 to play in the First Supply first half from River Ridge High School. Wauzeka-Steuben 5, River Ridge 3 in our Grant Regional Health Center, and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, and an offensive foul as Melissa Slutton guilty of the personal foul away from the ball. Second team foul at the half for River Ridge, and Wauzeka-Steuben takes possession again, leading 5-3 as we go under 14 minutes to play in the First Supply first half. A three-pointer on the left wing, overshooting the rim, but the offensive rebound, reverse layup, no good for Emma Wall, but finally the Hornets collected at the top of the arc. Another shot put up, no good, and the mess not cleaned up as the ball rolls off the rim and knocked out of bounds. Looked like it was last touched by Reagan Zinkel, and it will stay with Wauzeka-Steuben as number 3, Liz Wright, set to inbound baseline left side. Overhead pass to the high right side to Emma Wall. Now gives over to the right side to Bunders. Bunders retreating to the right corner of the three-point arc. Now out to the top to Manning. Ball works its way down low to Bunders. Bunders with an open lane, open shot, banks it in for 2. Isabella Bunders, the third different scorer for Wauzeka-Steuben, 7-3. Hornets on top of the River Ridge Timberwolves. As Melissa Slutton gets the ball from Aaron Adrian. Now Reagan Zinkel exchanges passes with Melissa Slutton. Slutton gets it back. Catch and shoot three on the left wing. Off the back iron, no good. Natalie Wright with the rebound for Wauzeka-Steuben. Pushes the ball down the floor to Kylie Manning in the right corner. Left-handed dribble to the free throw line, into the lane, triple team, airballs it short, and Adrian with the rebound for River Ridge. 12:45 to play in the First Supply first half. Wauzeka-Steuben 7, River Ridge 3. Mandy Worley with the ball on the right wing, ball over her head, trying to find a teammate, finds Reagan Zinkel between the rings, lobs it into Adrian. Adrian turns around, puts up a shot, shot's no good, but she'll go to the line for 2, as the first foul against Wauzeka-Steuben will be charged. Whistle up Kylie Manning for her first personal, and Melissa Slutton at the free throw line, averaging 3.5 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, and misses her first free throw on this trip. Normally shoots 53% from the line. Langmeyer Lumber, your one stop for lumber. The contractors go to Langmeyer Lumber, and you should too. Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. Second free throw for Slutton. That one no good as well, and the rebound pulled down by Wauzeka-Steuben. Score remains 7-3, 12.5 minutes to play in the First Supply first half. Ball lob down low to Emma Wall, but dribbles out from under the paint. And gets it right back in the left corner. Trying to drive in on Adrian. Now kicks it back out. Catch and shoot 3 in the corner, overshooting the rim. As Natalie Wright, ball knocked out of bounds, and it will go to River Ridge as the Hornets were the last to touch it before going out of bounds. The Christensen Mill and Wauzeka see Bennett the Christensen Mill for custom blends tailored to your operation. The Christensen Mill in Wauzeka. Hornets deciding to press in the backcourt, and River Ridge trying to navigate it as Melissa Slutton able to get it across the timeline, but ball poked out of bounds. And they're going to say Melissa Slutton was the last to touch it. It was a 50-50 ball between her and Kylie Manning, but the official right there saying that Ridge was the last to touch it, and the Wolves turn it over. And the Hornets take possession, leading 7-3, just over 12 minutes to play in the First Supply first half. Elizabeth Wright gives over to the right wing, but ball poked away by Claire Wright, the 5'3 sophomore who just checked in, and River Ridge forces the steals. The Hornets turn it over for the third time of the game. Single over to the high right side to Lydia Mason, has the ball poked out away from her hand, but able to save it from going out of bounds. Now Adrian between the rings. Tosses to Melissa Slutton. Slutton getting a screen from Reagan Zinkel. Now Zinkel gets the pass to the top of the arc, tries to lob it in. Lydia Mason backing down her defender, puts up a shot, banks it in for 2. Lydia Mason with a 2-point deposit closes the gap to 2, 7-5. Wauzeka-Steuben leading River Ridge, 11:15 to play in the First Supply first half. Inlet pass now kicked back out, and driving in the lane into a triple team was number 10, Emma Wall, unable to get the layup to go, and the River Ridge Timberwolves right there for the defensive rebound. Now Ava Nice with the ball, checking in for River Ridge as Slutton gets the 3 straight ahead, off the front of the rim, no good. Chasing it down is Kylie Manning for Wauzeka-Steuben, and they're going to say she stepped out of bounds on the near sideline. Coach Ben McCulloch not happy with that call at all. Neither are the Wauzeka-Steuben fans, and that is just in that corner where I can't see where the ball exactly was. So I have to take the official's word for it as Mandy Worley set to throw it in on the near sideline. The pass gets to Reagan Zinkel. Zinkel stops her dribble between the rings. Overhead pass to Worley. Catch and shoot 3. Knocks it down. Mandy Worley with three-pointer number 41 of the season. Her first of the game, and River Ridge on top. 8-7 under 10.5 minutes to play in the First Supply first half. Kylie Manning finds a teammate, Emma Wall, on the high right side. Works his way back to the left side to Liz Wright. Right inlet pass. Gets into Kylie Manning, but she is fouled by Ava Nice. That'll be her first personal. Stops the clock with 10:19 to play in the First Supply first half, as a couple substitutions being made by Wauzeka-Steuben. Coming out of the game is number 10, Emma Wall, and number 14, Kylie Manning. As Liz Wright gets the inbound pass and hands off to the right side to Natalie Wright. Wright with a left-handed dribble. Dribbles to the top of the arc, hands off to the high left side to Liz Wright. Liz Wright being guarded by Reagan Zinkel, trying to get past her. Dribbles to the right elbow, kicks out to the corner to Liz Wright. Trying to get away from Braylon Quick. Now back in the corner to Natalie Wright. Hornets just trying to work the ball around the arc and get the matchup that they want. Coach Ronnie Zinkel said that Wauzeka-Steuben's really good from the perimeter as the three-pointer comes away from the right corner, ricochets off the side of the rim, and the Timberwolves are there for the rebound. Score remains 8-7. River Ridge on top with 9.5 minutes to play in the First Supply first half. Braylon Quick with a three-pointer coming up on the left side, and it's knocked down for three. Braylon Quick with three-pointer number 13 on the season, and River Ridge now up by 2 possessions, 11-7. 9:12 to play, and an errant pass from Natalie Wright to the right corner, knocked out of bounds. Hornets turning over the ball for the 4th time, and River Ridge takes possession with 9:11 to play in the First Supply first half. Team Engineering in Wauzeka, innovation and efficiency for quality engineering services. Let their experience and attention to detail get you the results you need. Team Engineering in Wauzeka and at teamenginc.com. Melissa Sletton hands off to Ava Nice in the left wing, now drives in, runs into a double team, left side of the paint, back out to Sletton on the high left side. Now to the top to Mallory Krubel, the 5'8 sophomore who just checked in for the Wolves. Hands off to Braylon Quick in the right corner. Now to Nice, to Krubel on the left wing, skipped into Quick, back out, works its way to Worley in the corner. Worley stops her dribble, cross-court pass to Sletton, now in the corner to Krubel. Krubel gives back to Sletton on the top of the arc, to Braylon Quick. And Ava Nice tries to fire a pass down low for Krubel, but it's going to go out of bounds. River Ridge turning it over. That's their 4th unofficially of the contest. The Horseshoe Tavern stopped by the Horseshoe for great Friday fish and ice cold beverages. The Horseshoe Tavern between Bridgeport and Wauzeka on Highway 60 as the Hornets turn the ball over for a 5th time, and Ridge coming back in transition and getting the layup is number 10, Melissa Sletton. Melissa Sletton with her first field goal, and River Ridge now up by 6, 13-7 with 8:10 to play in the First Supply first half. Emma Wall on the high right side, driving into the paint, weaving her way through traffic, and the shot's not going to count. But it looks like a reach-in on River Ridge. Second personal on Ava Nice. That's team foul number 4 for the Wolves, and Nice will head to the bench, as does Braylon Quick. Aaron Adrian checking back in for the Wolves. As the inbound pass on the right side of the paint from Isabella Bunders works its way in. Now a cross-court pass to the left side. To Bunders on the left wing. Drives in, trying to get past Mandy Worley. Kicks it back out to the top to Manning. Manning gives out between the rings to Claire Wright. Now a three-pointer on the high left side. That's WNBA range. Shot is on target, but the offensive rebound there, and a layup under the basket, no good for Emma Wall, and then the ball gets knocked out of bounds on the far side of the floor. There'll be another foul on River Ridge. That's team foul number 5, and the second foul on Reagan Zinkel. Zinkel checks out, Lydia Mason checks back in, and Wauzeka-Steuben inbounding with 7:37 to play in the First Supply first half, left side of the basket. And the pass is going to go out of bounds. Pass intended for Claire Wright. Goes into the backcourt and right in front of the Wauzeka-Steuben bench. And River Ridge takes over as they will try to inbound. Tonight's game brought to you by Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, part of support of community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Lydia Mason on the left wing, top of the arc. Now to Krubel. Krubel trying to get past her defender, gives to Mandy Worley on the right side. Now down low to Adrian, back out, and they're going to say Adrian traveled. It took an extra step before passing the ball. And the Wolves turn it over for the 5th time unofficially of the game. 7:19 to play in the First Supply first half. River Ridge 13, Wauzeka-Steuben 7. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, when you are ready. Isabella Bunders gives over to the right side to Claire Wright, gives back out to the top. Now works its way to the left side to Liz Wright. Wright lobs it cross court. Now a lob pass down low, deflected out of bounds by Aaron Adrian, and the Hornets will inbound baseline left side as we go under 7 minutes to play. 6:58 showing on the shoebox scoreboard. As the Hornets inbound pass gets in under the basket, now back out to the corner. Ball deflected, knocked out of bounds by Aaron Adrian, and it's going to stay with the Hornets. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live or can play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cbank.com. Member FDIC as Kylie Manning gets the inbound pass, tries to drive into the lane, but gets fouled on the way up. And team foul number 6 for River Ridge. Will be charged to Melissa Sletton. That's her second personal. And the first free throw, toilet bowl's down for Kylie Manning, getting her first points of the contest. 13-8, the new score. Second free throw coming up. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Kylie Manning converts the second free throw as well. Closes the deficit to within 4. 6:45 to play in the first supply first half. River Ridge 13, Wauzeka-Steuben 9. Slutton dribbles into the free throw lane, kicks back out to the right side to Mason, skips into Aaron Adrian, now back out. Slutton catch and shoot 3. Side iron, no. Rebound collected by Mason, kicks it back out to Slutton, thinks about reloading, but hands off to Krubel instead. Now back to the top to Slutton. Gets over to the left corner, Braylon Quick. In the corner, trying to get it back out, finds Slutton between the rings. Right-handed dribble, skips over to Lydia Mason, ball over her head, fires it down low to Aaron Adrian, and a scramble for the basketball as it's loose and finally stolen away by the Hornets. Wauzeka-Steuben pushes it down the floor at the 6-minute mark, 13-9, River Ridge on top. As Kylie Manning, top of the arc, left-handed dribble, trying to get past Mallory Krubel, tries to pass over to Liz Wright, but the ball poked out of bounds by Melissa Slutton. As Mallory Krubel now will check out, and Mandy Worley checks back in for River Ridge. Inbound pass gets in just before the center court stripe by Kylie Manning. And now in the corner is Liz Wright, tries to fire it in down low, and ball deflected and recovered by River Ridge. Mandy Worley saving it from going out of bounds. 5.5 minutes to play in the first supply, first half. Braylon Quick in the corner, skips it in to Aaron Adrian. Her shot's no good. Second chance no good for Lydia Mason, and the rebound pulled down by the Hornets. Elizabeth, right place, right time to pull that one down. Isabella Bunders gives out to the top to Kylie Manning, now to Liz Wright. Overhead pass to the left wing, catch and shoot 3 for Wall, off the front of the rim, no good. Mandy Worley with the rebound for River Ridge. 13-9, low-scoring game, but a tight ball game here from River Ridge High School. Wolves on top. Aaron Adrian drives into the lane, tries to bank it in, off target, offensive rebound, trying to put it back. Shot's not going to count. But it looks like she is not going to go to the line. They're going to say it's before the shot, as it's only the second team foul of the half for Wauzeka-Steuben. Emma Wall guilty of her first personal, as Aaron Adrian checks out of the game for River Ridge. And now in the game is number 1, Christina Slutton, the 5'4" sophomore. And the pass intended for her off the inbound is deflected and stolen away by Wauzeka-Steuben, as the Hornets quickly back the other way. Hornets have it in the right corner. Emma Wall stops her dribble, now decides to dribble with the left hand. Dribbles to the right elbow, I should say. Now Kylie Manning gets it, now up between the rings to Natalie Wright. Right to Emma Wall in the corner. Tries to lob it in, ball deflected by Christina Slutton, but Wauzeka-Steuben able to keep it alive momentarily. And then a foul off the errant pass. The team foul number 3 for Wauzeka-Steuben, and the first personal on Isabella Bunders. That will give possession to River Ridge with 4:16 to play in the first supply first half, 13-9. Wolves on top of the Hornets. Melissa Slutton gets it across the timeline, skips over to Mandy Worley on the right wing. Worley goes out to the top to Braylon Quick, works its way to Christina Slutton in the corner, and the ball is kicked, and a kick ball. Wauzeka-Steuben looked like it went off the foot of Natalie Wright. Ball stays with River Ridge. They're going to inbound right in front of the Wauzeka-Steuben bench. Braylon Quick gets it to Melissa Slutton. Skips over to Mandy Worley on the right wing. The overhead pass to the top of the arc to Braylon Quick. Christina Slutton with it on the left wing. Back out to the top to Quick. Now Melissa Slutton in the right corner. Braylon Quick in the triple threat. 3:40 to play in the first supply first half. Trying to find Mandy Worley, does so right in front of the River Ridge paw print logo at center court. Ball given back to Melissa Slutton. Now to Mandy Worley, trying to find an open shot on that right wing. Now in the left corner to Braylon Quick. Quick back to the top to Slutton as Ridge trying to do what Wauzeka-Steuben was doing earlier, trying to work the ball around the arc. Pass down low for Braylon Quick. Tries to put up a shot under the basket, but gets fouled on the way up, and now team foul number 4 on the Hornets will send Braylon Quick to the free throw line. Will be the second personal on Isabella Bunders. And the first free throw is coming up for Braylon Quick. And that free throw is no good. Sheetles Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Sheetles Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. Second free throw also no good for Quick. And a whistle off the rebound, and the ball will go to Wauzeka-Steuben with 3:14 to play in the first supply first half. As they say, Mandy Worley pushed. That's her first personal, team foul number 7, and now it's bonus free throws coming up for the Hornets as Isabella Bunders goes to the free throw line. Bunders on the season, 8.6 points, 5.2 rebounds, and shooting 67% from the charity stripe. Hits the first free throw on this trip, earns herself another. Herbst's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herbst's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herbst's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Second free throw spit back out, and the rebound collected by River Ridge. Score is now 13-10, just over 3 minutes to play in the first supply first half. River Ridge with the lead and in possession of the basketball as Aaron Adrian gets it across center court, but guarded heavily by Natalie Wright. Now given out to the top to Christina Slutton, runs into a double team, and an offensive foul called against River Ridge. Blocking foul on Aaron Adrian, that's her first personal, team foul number 8. And substitutions now for River Ridge. As Melissa Slutton, Mallory Krubel, and Lydia Mason check in, Christina Slutton, Braylon Quick, and Aaron Adrian check out. Hornets in possession of the basketball. Under 3 minutes to play in the first supply first half, trailing 13-10. On the high right side for Claire Wright, gives over to the left side to Liz Wright. Now Natalie Wright, right-handed dribble, trying to get past Mallory Krubel, gives over to Liz Wright. You can just say it's right. There are 3 Wrights on the Wauzeka-Steuben team, so you have a pretty good chance. As driving in the lane, that is Claire Wright banking it in and depositing 2. It's a 1-point ball game, 2:18 to play in the first supply first half. River Ridge 13, Wauzeka-Steuben 12. Mackenzie Taylor now in the game for River Ridge. As Melissa Slutton has the ball on the high left side. Ball over her head. Looks down low to Mandy Worley, but gives to Krubel instead in the left corner. Krubel takes the dribble, gives off to Mandy Worley on the left side, works his way to the high right side to Lydia Mason. Fires down low to Krubel, kicks out to Taylor in the corner. Now back out to the top to Melissa Slutton. Mandy Worley gets it back in the left corner. 1:42 to play in the first supply first half. 1-point ball game, River Ridge on top. Lydia Mason with the ball over her head on the high right side. Gets back to the near side to Slutton. Now in the left corner to Taylor. Taylor skips it down low. Mason turns around, hook shot, knocks it down. Lydia Mason with her second field goal of the game. She's got 4 points, back to a 3-point lead for the Wolves. 1:15 to play in the first supply first half. Emma Wall with the basketball in the left corner for the Hornets. Out to the top to Natalie Wright. Right-handed dribble to the right elbow. Now to the right side of the paint, switches to the left hand. Tosses over to Liz Wright in the high left side. And a double dribble called against the Hornets. That's turnover number 8 by my count. Mackenzie Taylor checks out and Braylon Quick checks in for River Ridge. And going to the bench is Claire Wright for Wauzeka-Steuben. Melissa Slutton walks it across the center court stripe right on top of the River Ridge paw print logo. Now angles towards the right side. 46 seconds to go until halftime. Ball skips over to Lydia Mason in the right corner. Ball over her head. Looking at Mandy Worley. Now decides to dribble. Skips it down low to Slutton. Slutton puts up a shot. Contested shot. She hits the deck and she will go to the line. As the Hornets will be guilty of a foul, they're going to whistle up Kylie Manning for personal foul number 2. Stops the clock with 35.4 seconds in the first supply, first half, and free throws coming up for Sletton. Sletton hits the first free throw on this trip. She's now 1 for 3 on the game. Russell Offices here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin. Russell Law Offices. Second free throw swished for Melissa Sletton. She's now got 4 points on the game, and it's back to a 5-point lead for the Wolves. 17-12, under 30 seconds to play in the first supply, first half. Long pass down low. Emma Wall putting in a 2-point deposit on the right side of the lane. Emma Wall with 4 points. 17-14. River Ridge on top. We'll see if the Wolves hold for one last shot. Krubel with the basketball now. 8 seconds to go. Mandy Worley, overhead pass to Melissa Sletton. Dribbles into the paint and banks it in from the right side of the paint to close it out. Tough shot for Sletton, but able to get it down. And River Ridge goes to the half with a 19-14 lead on the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets. Game tonight brought to you by Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialists. The pros at Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Coming up, we'll bring in the Peterson Agency halftime report. We'll check in on the shoebox scoreboard, see if we have some scores for some of our other area games. And we'll recap the first half scoring here from River Ridge High School. 19-14, River Ridge on top of Wauzeka-Steuben. Peterson Agency halftime report coming up next on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Early signs of diabetes can be found in your eyes. This is Dr. Rizma for First Eye Clinic in Lancaster. 95% of vision loss from diabetes is preventable, and best yet, diabetes eye exams are covered by most health insurance carriers. First Eye Clinic invites you to schedule your comprehensive exam to ensure your eye health. Call us at 888-582-0769. First Eye Clinic located at Grant Regional Health Center, 500 South Madison Street in Lancaster.
In Game 2.
Halftime at River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. River Ridge leading Wauzeka-Steuben in non-conference girls basketball 19-14. Our Peterson Agency halftime report comes your way next on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
What does the Lifetime Comfort Guarantee from Dubuque Mattress really mean? It means peace of mind. For the entire life of your Dubuque mattress, we will adjust the feel of it. If it feels a little too firm, we'll make it softer. If your mattress feels too soft, we'll make it firmer. We take the "what if I don't like it" out of mattress shopping to give you peace of mind. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
At Dubuque Mattress Factory, you got a little snooze time.
In Game 3.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The halftime score from Patch Grove, 19-14, River Ridge on top of the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets in non-conference girls basketball tonight. Our game brought to you by Langmeyer Lumber, your one stop for lumber. The contractors go to Langmeyer Lumber, and you should too. Langmeyer Lumber of Bloomington. Team Engineering in Wauzeka, innovation and efficiency for quality engineering services. Let their experience and attention to detail get you the results you need. Team Engineering in Wauzeka and at teamenginc.com. And by the Christensen Mill in Wauzeka, see Ben at the Christensen Mill for custom lens tailored to your operation. The Christensen Mill of Wauzeka. We'll finish tallying up the first half stats. We'll check in on the shoebox scoreboard as part of our Peterson Agency halftime report. Back after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
When Mother Nature or bad luck messes up your vehicle, it doesn't have to get worse. Taylor Weber with Abra Auto Body shares how they ease the pain of repair.
We assist with all of the insurance paperwork, so as long as you have the claim started, we can handle the claim after that. We offer loaner cars, and we have a lifetime warranty on all work performed. We try to make the process as painless as possible.
Abra Auto Body, a division of Anderson Weber Toyota. When you're ready.
Farmers, Brady Vonder here. Are you ready to break barriers and boost your bottom line? Join us at the 2025 Bex Hybrids and Vonder Ag Service PFR Insight Meeting on January 30th at 11 a.m. at the Broski Center in Platteville. These meetings are your opportunity to dive into cutting-edge agriculture research and discover practical strategies to increase yields and profitability. Register today at bexhybrids.com or call Vonder Ag Service for more information. Don't miss this chance to take your farm to the next level at our Insight Meeting on January 30th in Platteville.
Vondra Ag Service, family owned, farmers at heart. In Game 4.
Peterson Agency halftime report presented by the Peterson Agency in Argyle. Brian Peterson specializing in home, farm, auto, and umbrella policies. The halftime score from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. The Timberwolves leading the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets 19-14. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. A quick shoebox scoreboard update presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Very intriguing halftime score in the Six Rivers East as Barneveld leading Argyle-Pecatonica 41-25 at the break. Another game that we have on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations, we have Belmont at Highland over on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Rob Spangler with the call of that one, and hopefully we can get a shoebox scoreboard update in just a little bit. Recapping the first half scoring in this game, River Ridge led in scoring tonight so far by Melissa Sletton, 6 points, 2 two-point field goals, and she's 2 for 4 at the free throw line, leading the way with 6 points. 4 points for Lydia Mason, 3 points apiece for Braylon Quick and Reagan Zinkel. And that's all the scoring for River Ridge. Other players who saw action but did not score in the first half: Ava Nice, Mallory Krubel, Aaron Adrian, and Mackenzie Taylor. River Ridge had three three-pointers in that first supply first half and also shot 2 of 6 from the free throw line. As for the Hornets, they are led in scoring by Emma Wall with 4 points. 3 points apiece for Liz Wright and Isabella Bunders. 2 points apiece for Kylie Manning and Claire Wright. Natalie started but has not scored. And those are all the players who saw action for Wauzeka-Steuben in the first supply first half. They had 2 three-pointers in the first half, did the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets, and they shot 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Wauzeka-Steuben unofficially turning the ball over 8 times in that first half. River Ridge I have down for 7, so pretty evenly matched up in that category, and the Wolves with a 5-point lead at the break, leading 19-14. Our game tonight brought to you by TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Gingery and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Our First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. And my Guys Truck and Tractor for heavy-duty towing and recovery, reliable 24-hour roadside service, and long-distance transports. Call on Guys Truck and Tractor in Kieler and at guystruck.com. We'll take our final timeout of our Peterson Agency halftime report, and we'll get you the second half from River Ridge High School. Again, 19-14, River Ridge leading Wauzeka-Steuben in non-conference girls basketball. This has been the Peterson Agency halftime report presented by the Peterson Agency in Argyle. Ryan Peterson specializing in home, farm, auto, and umbrella policies. The second half coming up next on 97.7 Country, WGLR FM Lancaster, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Platteville Golf and Country Club is looking for a full-time restaurant cook. This is a great opportunity for an attentive, motivated, reliable, customer service-oriented individual to run your own kitchen while serving Platteville Golf and Country Club's members and guests. Contact Alex at Platteville Golf and Country Club for details and see if running your own kitchen at the Platteville Golf and Country Club is right for you. In Game 5.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. River Ridge in possession of the basketball to begin the second half, working from left to right as we see it here from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, and as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And River Ridge opens the second half with a turnover as an errant pass goes out of bounds on the far side of the floor. And now the Hornets taking over, working from right to left. Donnie's Tire and Auto, called the only hooker in town for 24-hour roadside service at 568-3014. That's 568-3014. Your home for excellent car care is at Donnie's Tire and Auto in Dickeyville as the Hornets get the layup under the basket. I believe that was Natalie Wright. And it's a three-point ball game. Under 17.5 minutes to play in regulation, 19-16. River Ridge leading Wauzeka-Steuben as River Ridge trying to answer back as Reagan Zinkel goes up for a shot under the basket, and she gets fouled on the way up, and the first foul of the half will be charged to Kylie Manning. That's her third personal. Actually, I beg your pardon, they're going to whistle up Emma Wall for her second. Both of them right there as Zinkel's at the free throw line. Zinkel misses her first free throw. Zinkel with 3 points in the first half and shooting 46% at the free throw line on the season. And hits the second free throw on this trip. Going 1 for 2 and back to a 4-point ball game. 20-16, Wolves on top of the Hornets. Just under a minute gone by in the second half from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. Ball to top for Liz Wright, poked away momentarily, but recovered by the Hornets. And now a lob pass stolen away by Lydia Mason, right side of the paint. Hornets with turnover number 9 unofficially of the game as Melissa Sletton jogs it across the center court stripe. Reagan Zinkel in the right corner, tries to skip it into Mandy Worley, loses the handle, and the Hornets come away with the theft as Emma Wall gets the steal, pushes ahead to Kylie Manning, and she banks it in for 2. Hot start for the Hornets to begin the second half, back to a 2-point ball game, 20-18, under 17 minutes to play in the second half, as the pass is deflected out of bounds on the far side of the floor. Ball knocked away by Liz Wright. And Braylon Quick will inbound it for River Ridge on that far sideline. Tosses into the backcourt to Melissa Sletton. Sletton retreating to the center court stripe, but hands off to Mandy Worley on the high right side, being guarded by Natalie Wright. Now out to the top to Zinkel. Fires a pass to the left corner. Braylon Quick, catch and shoot. 3, swishes it! Braylon Quick with her second three-pointer on the game, 6 points in total, and it's back to a 5-point lead for Ridge under 16 minutes to play in regulation. Kylie Manning on the high left side works his way over to Isabella Bunders in the right corner. Bunders kicks it into Manning, right side of the paint. Now back out to Natalie Wright. Drives in, trying to back away from her defender, gives it out to the top to Emma Wall. Emma Wall driving in, runs into a double team. Gives to Manning. Manning, left-handed shot off the front of the rim, no good, and a whistle on the rebound. As Emma Wall and Mandy Worley got tied up, but they're going to call a foul on Emma Wall. That's her third personal, second team foul of the half for Wauzeka-Steuben. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Lydia Mason with the basketball for River Ridge on the high left side. Dribbles to the left elbow. Now looking for a teammate to pass to. Skips it over to Mandy Worley. Worley has the ball poked out of her hand momentarily, but recovers. Hands over to Zinkel on the right side. Zinkel, all over her head. Gives to Lydia Mason. Fires away from three. Ball off the rim, then off the backboard, then into the hands of Liz Wright. Hornets back down the floor as Wright drives into the lane. Way too strong off the backboard, and the rebound collected by Mandy Worley of River Ridge. 14:45 to play in the second half. 23-18, River Ridge on top. Ball skipped over to Mandy Worley on the high right side. Into Zinkel. Now back out to the top. Slutton catch and shoot three straight ahead. Ricochets off the front of the rim. Isabella Bunders collects the rebound for Wauzeka-Steuben, pushing it down the floor to Emma Wall, and her pass is deflected and recovered by Reagan Zinkel, and a timeout taken by Ronnie Zinkel to keep the possession with River Ridge. That'll stop the clock with 14:26 to play. In the second half, 23-18, River Ridge on top. Back after this on WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
This message is sponsored by WisCaregiver.com. Now is the time to start a meaningful career as a caregiver. Make a real difference in people's lives. WisCaregiver.com gives you 2 great options for free. Train for the in-demand caregiver workforce as a CDCP, Certified Direct Care Professional, or become a CNA, Certified Nurse Aide. All training is free. Plus, you can earn a $500 bonus. Learn more. Visit WisCaregiver.com.
In Game 6.
(23-18), River Ridge leading Wauzeka-Steuben, and the Wolves in possession of the basketball coming out of the River Ridge timeout. As driving in the lane is Ava Nice. Can't get her shot to go. Left side of the iron, and the rebound collected by Wauzeka-Steuben. Hornets quickly back down their side of the floor as an inlet pass gets kicked but recovered by the Hornets, and now a three-pointer coming up on the right side. Off the rim, no good. Second chance, no good under the basket for Kylie Manning, wanting a foul, doesn't get one, and River Ridge with the rebound. Under 14 minutes to play, 23-18, River Ridge on top. Wolves back in possession of the basketball. Melissa Slutton stops her dribble between the rings, hands off to Mandy Worley on the right wing. Goes out to the top to Zinkel again, fires to Ava Nice on the left wing. Now to Braylon Quick in the corner, back to Nice. Swung over to Reagan Zinkel on the right side of the paint. Pass is knocked out of bounds. Not sure who the pass was intended for, but it gets ricocheted out by Wauzeka-Steuben, and the Wolves will keep possession. People's State Bank, for personal, home, business, and ag loans, visit one of their area convenient locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Inbound pass gets to Melissa Slutton between the rings. Now to Mandy Worley in the right corner. Back to the top to Slutton. Slutton drives in the paint, kicks out to the right wing, and Mandy Worley gets the three. Mandy Worley with her second three-pointer of the game. 6 points in total, and it's a 26-18 lead for River Ridge as we close in on 13 minutes to play in the contest. Kennedy Wright between the rings gives off to the left corner to Isabella Bunders. Bunders stops her dribble, lobs it into Liz Wright. Wright puts up a shot, goes off the back iron, and Ava Nice pulls down the rebound for River Ridge. Melissa Slutton will jog it across the center court stripe as a couple substitutions will come in for River Ridge on the next stop. Inlet pass for Reagan Zinkel, deflected and stolen away by Wauzeka-Steuben. And the Hornets in possession of the basketball on the far side of the floor. Now out to the top to Isabella Bunders. Driving in the lane, puts it off the window and in for two. Isabella Bunders now with 5 points on the game, back to a 6-point margin. River Ridge leading 26-20 as we close in on 12:15 to play in the second half. Give a nice on the high left side, gives out to the top to Braylon Quick, works its way to Zinkel on the right side. Present inlet pass to Ava Nice, double team puts up a shot. Her shot rolls off the left side of the rim, and the Hornets pull down the rebound. Sprinting down the other side of the floor is Liz Wright, but a foul against River Ridge. I believe this is against Reagan Zinkel. Actually, beg your pardon, it's going to be on Melissa Sletton. That'd be her third personal. First team foul at the half for River Ridge. Braylon Quick checks out, as does Melissa Sletton. Now in the game is Erin Adrian and Lydia Mason, as the inbound pass to Natalie Wright results in a 2-point deposit right under the basket. And just like that, the Hornets are back to within 4. 11:50 to play in the second half, 26-22. River Ridge on top. Now driving in the paint and putting it off the window and in is Ava Nice. Had the right angle, both driving in the lane and under the basket to put it in for 2. Back to a 6-point margin for River Ridge. 11.5 minutes to go, and Mandy Worley coming away with the theft on the far side of the floor. Hands back to Reagan Zinkel to get across center court. Erin Adrian driving in, open lane, tries to deposit 2, but her shot's too strong. Ball knocked out of bounds. Erin Adrian the last to touch it, and the Hornets will take possession. WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler and at WCC-brands.com. Has a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second stop. We'll stay here with 11:16 to go in the second half. 28-22, River Ridge on top. Game also brought to you by Bus Electric. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bus Electric in Lancaster and Fenimore. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at Sloans.com. Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors at Belmont, Prairie du Chien, and at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. Bytech Resource Management, a greener way. Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. Krantz Auto Parts, your local hardware Hank and Napa dealer. See Rob Krantz of the crew at Krantz Auto Parts for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore. And by Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. That's Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Coming out of the timeout, Wauzeka-Steuben in possession of the basketball, trailing 28-22, just over 11 minutes to go in the game. On the high right side, it's Isabella Bunders. Switches from the right to the left hand, dribbles to the top of the arc, skips it over to the far side to Liz Wright. Now back out to the top to Claire Wright, who just checked back in. Left side to Macy Mitchell, and her pass is deflected and stolen away by Erin Adrian. Wauzeka-Steuben now in double digits in the turnover department. Reagan Zinkel drives in the paint, kicks out to the right side of the paint. Erin Adrian puts up a shot. That one rattles in for 2. Erin Adrian with her first points of the game, back to an 8-point lead for River Ridge. 30-22, 10:20 to go in the game. Natalie Wright finds a teammate, 3-pointer coming up right side, and Claire Wright's shot's no good, but the offensive board collected by Wauzeka-Steuben, and the Hornets fire away from 3, and knocking that one down is Natalie Wright. Her first 3-pointer of the game. 7 points in total, all of them coming in the second half, and now it's 30-25, River Ridge on top. Erin Adrian on the right wing, kicks out to Reagan Zinkel in the corner. Stops her dribble at the left elbow, looking for a teammate to pass to. Finds Ava Nice on the near side of the floor. Ava Nice lobs it into Lydia Mason, trying to get past her defender. Her layup overshoots the rim, gets her own rebound, puts it in, and deposits 2. Lydia Mason now with 6 points on the game. A big 2-point deposit there, cleaning up her own mess, and now Wauzeka-Steuben trying to answer back. 32-25, 9:17 to go in the game. Isabella Bunders on the left wing, dribbles into the paint, puts up a shot, right-handed shot from the left side of the lane. Somehow Bunders gets it to go down. 7 points on the game for her, and it's a 32-27 lead for River Ridge at the 9-minute mark. Reagan Zinkel stops her dribble between the rings, hands out to Mandy Worley on the near right wing. Now to Erin Adrian, stop and pop jumper at the free throw line off the front of the rim, no good. Liz Wright there to pull down the rebound for Wauzeka-Steuben. Hornets quickly back down the floor. Kicked over to the right corner for three, and that one toilet bowls in for Macy Mitchell. And a timeout taken by River Ridge. 8:33 to go in the game. River Ridge leading 32-30. It's a 30-second stop. We'll stay here as Wauzeka-Steuben finding life offensively in the last couple minutes, and we'll see what the Hornets draw up here. Tonight's game brought to you by Boondock Sports Bar and Grill. Quench your thirst and satisfy your appetite in the boonies of Wauzeka. Like them on Facebook for daily specials. Boondock Sports Bar and Grill in Wauzeka. The Horseshoe Tavern. Stop by the Horseshoe for great Friday fish and ice cold beverages. The Horseshoe Tavern between Bridgeport and Wauzeka on Highway 60. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Sheetles Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Sheetles Heating and Cooling in Bloomington and by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, when you are ready. River Ridge in possession of the basketball coming out of the timeout, leading 32-30. 8:22 to go in the game. Mandy Worley with the basketball between the rings. Tosses over to Lydia Mason on the high left side. Fires a pass down low to Christina Slutton, now to Melissa Slutton, tries to drive in, and a blocking foul called against Wauzeka-Steuben. Believe this would be personal foul number 3 on Kylie Manning. And River Ridge set to inbound baseline right side. 3 team fouls on the half for the Hornets. Mandy Worley's pass, a liner to Melissa Slutton on the high left side. Now dribbles between the rings, hands over to Lydia Mason on the right side, back out to the top to Slutton. Slutton calling for Mandy Worley to come towards her, but passes over to Braylon Quick. Now back out to the top to Slutton. To Braylon Quick, now in the corner. Lydia Mason, catch and shoot 3 in the corner, off the side of the rim, no good. Pulling down the rebound is Claire Wright for Wauzeka-Steuben as the Hornets try to tie or take the lead on this possession. Ball down low, turn around, off and in for Isabella Bunders. 9 points for Bunders, and we are tied at 32, closing in on 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Mandy Worley with the basketball on the right wing. Out to the top to Christina Slutton. Skips it in to Melissa Slutton, turns around, can't get the bank shot to go, and the rebound pulled down by the Hornets. Hornets try and take the lead. Claire Wright between the rings, hands over to the right side to Natalie Wright. Wright driving in, runs into a double team, ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Wauzeka-Steuben. Last touch by the Wolves. As River Ridge brings 3 new players on the floor. Mallory Krubel, Reagan Zinkel, and Ava Nice in. Lydia Mason, Christina Slutton, and Mandy Worley checking out. Hornets inbounding baseline left side. Liz Wright trying to find a teammate, finds one, and Claire Wright driving in the lane. Shot no good. Second chance for Emma Wall, no good. Third time the charm as Bunders gets out of a scrum under the basket, hands out to the right wing. Now ball out to the top to Liz Wright to reset. Pass to Bunders, deflected by Braylon Quick, but recovered. And now at the top to Claire Wright. Ball skipped in, driving towards the basket is number 3, Liz Wright. Loses the handle, but Bunders there to recover. Tries to skip it in, and another kick ball. This is against River Ridge. Stops the clock with 6:30 to go in the game. River Ridge 32, Wauzeka-Steuben 32. Hornets inbounding right in front of their bench. Natalie Wright gets it in to Liz Wright. Liz Wright with a right-handed dribble. Now stops it right in front of the River Ridge paw print logo. Back out to the top to Natalie Wright. Works his way to the right wing to Isabella Bunders. Takes a couple dribbles. Back out to the top to Natalie Wright. Drives in, kicks out to the left side. Now back down low. Shot put up by Natalie Wright, but she's going to go to the foul line. And they're going to call a push on Ava Nice. That'd be her 3rd personal. Second team foul, the half of River Ridge. And free throws coming up for Natalie Wright. First free throw is no good. Game brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. SeeABank.com. member FDIC. Mandy Worley checking back in for River Ridge. As the second free throw is rattled out, but the rebound collected by the Hornets in the corner, and a three-pointer from the corner off the back iron, no good. But Lydia Mason pulls down the rebound for River Ridge. Gives to Reagan Zinkel to get it across center court. Under 6 minutes to go. River Ridge 32, Wauzeka-Steuben 32. Mandy Worley down low to Mason, puts up a shot. It's no good, but she'll go to the line for two. Foul on Claire Wright. That's her first personal, and for Wauzeka-Steuben, probably a good foul to make Lydia Mason earn it at the line. Mason rattles in the first free throw. Lydia Mason now with 7 points on the game. Mason averaging 4.5 points per contest, 3.8 rebounds, and shooting 50% at the line. Second free throw coming up. Off the front of the rim, no good, but Krubel there for the rebound for River Ridge. Back out, Mason firing away from three, short of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Liz Wright. Hornets pushing it down the floor. Ball off the fingertips of Emma Wall, goes out of bounds, and Ridge will take possession as the Hornets turn it over unofficially for the 12th time of the game. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. River Ridge 33, Wauzeka-Steuben 32, under 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Inlet pass to Lydia Mason, loses the handle, and a travel now called against River Ridge. And the Hornets take possession. Thought it might have been a held ball, but they're going to say that Lydia Mason took a step on the floor, and now the Hornets take possession, trailing by one, just over 5 minutes to go. Kylie Manning hands off to the right side to Natalie Wright. Wright driving into the paint, loses the handle momentarily, and now what's the call here? Well, they're going to say a hold on Lydia Mason. And it's down as her first personal. That's team foul number 3. Mason checks out. Erin Adrian back in for the Wolves. 5:06 to go in the game. River Ridge 33, Wauzeka-Steuben 32. The ball pass gets into Emma Wall at the top of the arc. Fires over to Macy Mitchell. She'll launch for three. Overshoots the rim, but Manning there for the rebound. And now driving under the basket is Emma Wall. Finds a teammate under the basket and depositing two. Believe that was Macy Mitchell under the basket. That'd be her 5th points of the game, and it's 34-33. Wauzeka-Steuben back in the lead for the first time since the First Supply first half. Reagan Zinkel hands off to Mandy Worley between the rings. Now to Zinkel on the right side. Looks at Erin Adrian. Now skips it in down low. Adrian double team, doesn't matter. Gets the left-handed hook shot to go. Erin Adrian now with 4 points on the game. River Ridge back in front, 35-34. 4:10 to go in the game. Natalie Wright in the right corner. And an inlet pass results in a foul as someone from River Ridge reached in. And that is going to be personal foul number 4 on Melissa Sletton. She's going to stay in the game. Mallory Krubel heading to the bench for River Ridge. As a three-pointer coming up, and that is swished by Liz Wright. That's her second three-pointer of the game, and the Hornets up by 2, 37-35, under 4 minutes to play. Erin Adrian on the left wing. Dribbles to the left side of the paint, back out to the top to Quick, now to Zinkel on the right wing. Zinkel with the ball over her head, takes a couple dribbles right side of the paint. Back out to the top to Worley. Inlet pass to Erin Adrian. Takes a couple dribbles, now back out. Braylon Quick loading up for three for the lead. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound collected by Wauzeka-Steuben. Hornets pushing it down the floor. Bunders, football pass forward. Ball deflected out of bounds by River Ridge. And the Hornets will keep possession with 3:24 to go. 37-35. Hornets in the lead at a 30-second stop called by Coach Ben McCulloch. Again, 37-35, Wauzeka-Steuben leading River Ridge, 3:24 to go in this non-conference girls basketball matchup. Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herms's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Russell Law Offices here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. And my Brian's Auto Body and Paint specialist, the pros at Brian's, gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. 3:24 to go from River Ridge High School. 37-35, Wauzeka-Steuben leading. They have possession of the basketball as the inbound pass gets knocked out of bounds, and last to touch it was Reagan Zinkel of River Ridge, so now we'll inbound it baseline right side of the basket as Liz Wright tries to find someone to pass it into. Hands off to Bunders on the high right side, back down low to Emma Wall. Back out to the top to Natalie Wright. Down low, Bunders puts it off the window and in for two. 8 points in the second half. She's got a game-high 11. And now it's a 4-point lead for the Hornets as they close in on 3 minutes to play. Braylon Quick catch and shoot three on the left corner. Ricochets off the right side of the rim. It's going to go out of bounds, and the Hornets will take possession. Again, a 4-point lead for Wauzeka-Steuben, under 3 minutes to go in the game. And now River Ridge wants a timeout. It's a full stop. We'll take one, too. Hornets lead by 4, under 3 minutes to play. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7. The Peterson Agency in Argyle knows if you run a business, you know the most valuable things are also the hardest to get. Your business didn't grow overnight and came from years of hard work, confidence in what you could do, and making smart decisions. That's why an insurance policy from West Bend makes sense. It protects your valuable and hard-earned business so you can focus on doing what you do best. And it's all backed by the knowledge and experience of the Peterson Agency. To find out more, contact the Peterson Agency in Argyle, 608-543-3354.
Trade out and trade up with the Gia Milking Performance promotion at Fuller's Milker Center. For a limited time, trade out your old milking units and liners and immediately benefit by trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ Milking Unit or the Classic 300E Milking Unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap Jetter cups too. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
In Game 7.
Coming out of the River Ridge timeout, Wauzeka-Steuben in possession of the basketball, but River Ridge applies the press, and they force the turnover as Reagan Zinkel puts up a shot on the right side of the lane, no good. And Ava Nice able to get the rebound, fires away from three off the back iron, no good. Another offensive board for River Ridge, but a skip pass goes right into the hands of Emma Wall, so both teams exchanging turnovers. And a push called against River Ridge stops the clock with 2:38 to go in the game. Lydia Mason guilty of the foul. That's her second, team foul number 5. Wauzeka-Steuben's inbounding on the far side of the floor as Reagan Zinkel deflects the pass out of bounds, and the Hornets will try inbounding again. Emma Wall will be the one trying to inbound it this time. Zinkel all over her on that far sideline. Inbound pass gets in to Liz Wright. Now Isabella Bunders with the basketball, left side of the paint, gives off to the high left side to Natalie Wright. Natalie Wright, right-handed dribble. Hands off to the right side to Isabella Bunders. Ball skipped in, right side of the paint to Liz Wright. Back out to the right wing to Macy Mitchell. Macy Mitchell's lob pass knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Reagan Zinkel. 2:10 to go in the game. As Melissa Sletton and Mandy Worley check back in for River Ridge. Ava Nice and Mackenzie Taylor checking out. Emma Wall inbounding on the far side of the floor. 39-35, Wauzeka-Steuben leading River Ridge. Just over 2 minutes to play. Isabella Bunders on the far side of the floor. Takes a couple dribbles, hands off to Emma Wall. Cross-court pass back to the near side to Natalie Wright. Natalie Wright, ball over her head. Now gives to Bunders on the left wing. Bunders being guarded by Mandy Worley. Drives in, kicks back out. Macy Mitchell loading up for three, knocks it down! Clutch three for Macy Mitchell. 6 points via the three-pointer. 8 points in total, 42-35. Hornets pulling away from River Ridge late. And driving in the lane, Melissa Sletton, her layup too strong. Ball rolls off the rim and a travel off the rebound. Called on Wauzeka-Steuben, Natalie Wright. Looks like she fell after she pulled down the rebound, so that's a travel. And now River Ridge will inbound baseline left side with 1:31 to go and a timeout on the floor. It's a full stop. We'll take one too. 42-35. Wauzeka-Steuben leading River Ridge back after this on WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
Here at 97.7 Country WGLR, we love giving you things. The best variety of country, news, entertainment, and of course, prizes.
Before we go any further, I'm going to lay down a few rules.
If you participate in any of our giveaways and contests, remember, contests are generally open to U.S. residents 18 years and older and reside within our terrestrial listening area. Other age restrictions may apply. You can only win once per 30 days or once per promotion or contest. Employees, agents, and affiliates of the station, Queen Bee Radio Incorporated, Morgan Murphy Media, contest sponsors, and other radio, television, and print advertising companies are ineligible to win. Other restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. All entries completed or blank. Any and all materials pertaining to a contest are the property of Queen Bee Radio. Prize winners have 30 days to pick up their prize at the Queen Bee Radio offices, 51 Means Drive, Platteville, Wisconsin, 53818. Bring your ID. A signature may be required. Unclaimed prizes will be disposed of at the discretion of Queen Bee Radio. All decisions are final. Winners are responsible for all taxes, fees, usage charges, tariffs, and other fees associated with their prize. Queen Bee Radio makes no guarantee of any awarded prizes and is released from all liability. A full list of our general contest rules can be found online at WGLR.com or at the Queen Bee Radio offices.
I got it!
Keep listening for your next chance to win on 97.7 Country.
In Game 8.
Under 90 seconds to go. River Ridge in possession of the basketball, trailing 42-35. A three-pointer on the left corner, no good for Mackenzie Taylor, and Wauzeka-Steuben pulls down the rebound. 1:15 to go in the game. Wauzeka-Steuben 42, River Ridge 35, and a reach-in called against Lydia Mason at center court. As Mason is out guilty of personal foul number 3. Team foul number 6 on River Ridge. As Ridge will start fouling here to try and put Wauzeka-Steuben at the free throw line. Hornets inbounding on the far side of the floor, and an errant pass. Ball loose, and River Ridge collects the stolen pass to force the turnover. Just over a minute to go. Reeling quick in the corner, gives over to Reagan Zinkel on the left wing, out to the top to Sletton. Sletton drives in, now back out to Mallory Krubel on the right wing. Back out to the top to Zinkel. Now Sletton driving in the lane. Takes on a double team left-handed shot. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wauzeka-Steuben. 45 seconds to go. And a stop here, and it looks like a foul on Ridge. Melissa Sletton guilty of the foul. She's fouled out of the game. And now a 1-and-1 coming up for Wauzeka-Steuben, and that will put number 3, Liz Wright at the free throw line. Her first free throw is coming up. She's got 6 points in total. Her points coming by way of the three-pointer. And the first free throw on this trip is good. The Christensen Mill and Wauzeka. See Bennett, the Christensen Mill for custom blends tailored to your operation. The Christensen Mill of Wauzeka. And Team Engineering in Wauzeka, innovation and efficiency for quality engineering services. Let their experience and attention to detail get you the results you need. Team Engineering in Wauzeka at teamenginc.com. Second free throw also good. For Natalie Wright. 44-35 with 35 seconds to go. A shot put up under the basket for River Ridge, no good. Offensive rebound. Mallory Krubel kicks back out. Catch and shoot 3 for Zinkel. Off the back iron, no good. Mandy Worley gets the offensive board. Ball poked away momentarily, but recovered. Zinkel finds Braylon Quick. Catch and shoot 3 on the left wing. Side of the rim, no good. And the offensive rebound for Erin Adrian, trying to clean up her own mess. Tries to kick it back out. 14 seconds to go. Zinkel straight ahead 3. Off the back iron, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Natalie Wright, and Wauzeka-Steuben trying to get away and lead the clock out, but Mallory Krubel guilty of the foul. Stops the clock with 5.7 seconds left, and Wauzeka-Steuben in position to get win number 10 on the season. Free throws coming up for Natalie Wright. And her free throw this time is no good, as Mandy Worley fires away from 3 on the right wing, hits it. That's her third of the game. And the final score from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove, Wauzeka-Steuben defeats River Ridge 44-38. Again, Wauzeka-Steuben improves to 10-1 on the season, and they resume conference play coming up on Thursday night at Kickapoo. And River Ridge will fall to 9-4 on the season. They pick up a 6 Rivers East crossover game against Judah before taking on Belmont on Monday next week. We'll have that game on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tonight's game brought to you by Langmeyer Lumber, your one stop for lumber. The contractors go to Langmeyer Lumber, and you should too. Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. Coming up next, we will bring you our post-game show, brought to you by Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management. We'll pick out a tri-court turning point and check in on the shoebox scoreboard. Tell you what we have coming up on our Queen Bee Radio High School sports schedule for the rest of the week. Our post-game show coming up next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
These days, making your vehicle look right after an accident can be more challenging. Tim Thane with Abra Auto Body shares how Abra excels in this process.
We have certified technicians, all the best tools you could ever ask for. All of our technicians are ICAR certified, and many of them have decades of experience. We work on all makes and models, pretty much anything from your standard Chevy to BMWs. We pretty much repair anything you have.
Abra Auto Body, a division of Anderson Weber Toyota, when you're ready.
In Game 9.
(44-38), Wauzeka-Steuben defeats River Ridge in non-conference girls basketball at 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show coming up next on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 10.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Grant Regional Community Clinic in Fenimore is celebrating its 1-year anniversary. We're proud to be a part of the Fenimore community and bring access to high-quality health care with added convenience, more providers, and important services like lab, radiology, and physical therapy close to home. Our providers look forward to seeing you in the new year. Call 608-723-2131 to schedule an appointment today. Grant Regional Community Clinic Fenimore. Better health starts here.
In Game 10.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball is presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And making his way up to the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, the victorious head coach, Ben McCulloch of the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets. Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win. That was a very gritty way to come away with the win. River Ridge in front for most of the game, especially, early first half, and then in the second half, the offense started coming alive. Talk about the win, what you saw from your girls tonight, and what satisfied you about tonight's win.
I'm just very impressed with the way they kept battling. Obviously the first half we didn't take care of the ball very well, and like I said before the game, they play great defense. You have to keep moving. You got to be strong with the basketball. And I just told them at halftime, I said, simplify the game. Just keep getting stops. I thought our defense was tremendous in the second half. I thought we wanted to try to run, so we had to rebound and try to run. I think they started getting a little tired, made us maybe get some better looks there in the second half, made some good cuts and got some good layups. And I just told them right there, I said, they never gave up. They could have easily packed it in. They got about up 8-10 there in the second half. They could have just said this is not our night, but they just kept battling.
Yep, 19-14 was the halftime score. River Ridge was leading. What was the discussion at halftime, and what adjustments did you make to find some offensive momentum, scoring 30 points in the second half?
We talked a lot about it last night in practice and then before the game that, they overplay, they play defense. You have to keep spacing, you have to set screens, and you have to run off screens. You can't just kind of lob around and mosey around. You have to run hard against them, and I thought we did a much better job of back cutting, maybe doing some things that, and I think we were stronger with the ball. I don't know how many turnovers we had in the first half, but more than I'd care for. So,
right.
So but the biggest thing at halftime was just keep playing defense. They battled. Even as bad as we played in the first half, I thought we played good enough defense that we kept us in it.
If I can ask you about our Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. When did you feel the momentum swung your way, and were there specific moments or things that you saw on the floor that kind of shifted everything your way and having your team come away with the win tonight?
I think the turning point was probably about a 2-minute run there. I think we got 2 or 3 fast break kind of layups, and I think it just you could see a little bit of the air go out of them. They were starting to get a little gassed, I think, and then we started to get a little more momentum. We were getting every first rebound, and we were pushing that. So I think that was probably the turning point. I don't even think we were ahead, but we got it back to within 2 or something, and you could just kind of see the confidence in our players, and maybe they were getting a little gassed.
Yep, and now looking ahead, you got a big matchup against Kickapoo, a big conference game in the Ridge Valley. Again, you're in first place, undefeated in conference play. Talk about the momentum that you're trying to take from this game as you get ready for that big matchup against Kickapoo and what you're looking to see from your team the rest of the way.
Well, I just told them right in there, I said, if you guys play with the effort and the defense that you did for 36 minutes tonight, the sky's the limit for them. They have to play just as hard against Kickapoo on Thursday, and that's a conference one. It's a big conference one. Obviously, that's one of our first goals that we look for. So I think they'll be ready to play. I hope they learn some things tonight, just about bad things are going to not always go easy as
right.
it can sometimes. So you just got to battle your way. Maybe it wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, but when you come out with a win, it's still good.
Yeah, never apologize for a win.
Absolutely not. I just told them that.
Yep. And again, a very quality opponent. You mentioned during pregame, this is about as evenly matched as you could potentially get, and it's those effort plays and those adjustments that you make in game that can help you get the victory. And this can certainly help as far as potential seeding down the line.
Sure.
Being in the same half sectional, and some momentum for your team. Again, 10-1 now on the season, getting win number 10 tonight. And we'll see you guys in a couple weeks as well. We'll have the game against Belmont right here on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel as well. Thanks for your time, Coach. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you then.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
All right, Ben McCulloch, the head coach of the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets, kind enough to join us on our Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show, giving his post-game thoughts and giving us our Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. We'll take another timeout. We'll recap the scoring of today's game and check out on our Shoebox scoreboard updates from the other games from around the area. That's all coming up next as part of our Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game 3 minutes.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelly Clarkson. Every American dreams of creating a better life for his or her family, but in some communities, those dreams face difficult challenges. When we come together to help those in need get the same opportunities as everyone else, we truly are making our country a better place to live for all of us. So look for volunteer opportunities in your community to help others achieve the American dream, all right? This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
Does that number calling you look familiar, but you aren't sure if you know them? It could be a scam using spoofing. I'm Lancaster Police Chief Deborah Rukoff. Spoofing is a way scammers make it look like an area number, or even a number you know, is calling you. In reality, they could be hundreds or thousands of miles away. Scam calls are after one thing, your information. Prevent a crime before it happens. Keep your personal information private and hang up if you suspect it's a scam.
This public service announcement courtesy of Queen Bee Radio.
I'm Dr. Miller, a dentist and a volunteer for Dental Lifeline Network. DLN is a nonprofit that has helped me literally change the lives of people in my community through the Donated Dental Services program. DLN asks dentists to volunteer to see just one of the many patients in need each year. If you're a dentist or know a dentist, please share this information. Like me, they can make a real difference in someone's life. DLN makes it easy.
Go to willyouseeone.org to learn more. That's willyouseeone.org. So, what's the asking price on these houses?
You'd probably be more comfortable living somewhere else.
How long is the lease?
Sure, you can afford to live here, but...
How are the schools?
We have twins.
This neighborhood probably wouldn't be right for your kids.
If a real estate or rental agent says anything like this, you are being discriminated against, and it is illegal. If you experience housing discrimination, go to HUD.gov/fair housing and report it. Fair housing. The law is on your side. A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Parents, we know we can't protect our kids from everything. Eventually, they're going to bump their heads or scrape their knees. But we can protect them from 6 types of cancer. HPV, or human papillomavirus, is a common, preventable virus that can cause cancer later in life. The HPV vaccine prevents human papillomavirus and all the cancers it can cause. The American Cancer Society recommends getting your sons and daughters the HPV vaccine starting at age 9 to protect them later in life.
It is time for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It's the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Wauzeka-Steuben defeating River Ridge in non-conference girls basketball tonight, 44-38. Tyler DeCantis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth as part of our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. River Ridge led most of the game. They jumped out to an early lead and took the lead into the break, 19-14. But Wauzeka-Steuben finding the offense in the second half and taking the lead around the 5-minute mark to get the lead and then ultimately the win, 44-38 here this evening. Recapping the individual scoring tonight, Isabella Bunders with a game-high 11 points, the only player in double figures tonight for either team. She had 3 points in the first half and then 8 points in the second half to finish with 11. Other games, or other scores tonight for Wauzeka-Steuben, 8 points apiece for Natalie Wright and Macy Mitchell. 7 points for Liz Wright. 4 points apiece for Emma Wall and Kylie Manning. 2 points for Claire Wright. And those are all the players who saw action for Wauzeka-Steuben. Everyone who saw action in the game scored tonight for the Hornets. At the free throw line, Wauzeka-Steuben was 7 of 10, and they converted 6 3-pointers on the game, and I had them down unofficially for 12 turnovers on the game. But again, that number very unofficial. For River Ridge tonight, they were led by Mandy Worley with a team-high 9 points, all of her points coming from beyond the arc. We have 7 points for Lydia Mason, 6 points for Melissa Sletton, as well as Braylon Quick. 4 points apiece for Erin Adrian and Reagan Zinkel. And 2 points for Ava Nice. Other players who saw action for River Ridge but did not score include Christina Sletton, Mallory Krubel, and Mackenzie Taylor. River Ridge unofficially with 13 turnovers on the game. And again, Wauzeka-Steuben improves to 10-1 on the season. They have a big matchup against Kickapoo, the second-place team in the Ridge and Valley. And River Ridge falls to 9-4. They take on Judah Friday night before taking on Belmont next Monday, and we will have that game on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We'll take our last time out here, and when we come back, we'll check in on the shoebox scoreboard, see what other scores we have from the other games in our area, and preview what we have coming up the rest of the week in our high school sports coverage. The Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show wraps up after this on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-game, 2 minutes.
Dan Hicks with Paul Azinger, welcoming you back to the Healthy Stand Classic.
You couldn't ask for better conditions. 68 degrees and a UV index of 3.
This direct exposure to midday sun could be increasing her risk to melanoma.
It looks like she's making a change.
Now let's see what she takes out.
Oh, wow. It looks like she's pulling out a 15.
I don't know. It looks like she's going with a 30.
Strong choice.
Incredible.
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
Paralyzed Veterans of America believes the veterans who've served and sacrificed deserve access to the best our country has to offer. Access to homes, communities, meaningful employment, and the veterans' benefits they've earned. With PVA staff working inside VA hospitals, no other veterans organization has provided more real-time ongoing support for paralyzed veterans and their families. Our nation's heroes fought for your independence. Join PVA in fighting for theirs at pva.org.
Mama, what does the chicken say? Dog. Cat. Giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Giraffe. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the
right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Post-game, 2 minutes.
Closing up shop on the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Wauzeka-Steuben, your winner tonight over River Ridge, 44-38 on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Other updates on the shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. An eyebrow-raising score over in the Six Rivers East. Barneveld over Argyle Pecatonica 80-68, setting up a big matchup coming up on Friday night as Belmont defeated Highland tonight 59-44. Barneveld takes on Belmont. We'll have that game Friday night on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And those are the only two updates that I see that have come across my text and timeline threads. So we'll have the full recap of our area scores tomorrow morning during the 7 and 8 o'clock news with Courtney Chappie on 97.7 Country WGLR. Coming up tomorrow night, boys basketball, we have Scales Mound at Galena on the Illinois side. Raleigh Chiefs pregame set for 5:40, 6 o'clock tip over on Super Hits 106 and superhits106.com. Thursday night, a couple basketball games on the girls' side. We have Fenimore at Cuba City on Super Hits 106 at the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Then a big-time matchup in the Six Rivers West, River Ridge at Highland. River Ridge ranked number 4 in the state. Highland ranked number 7 in the state in Division 5. Looking forward to calling that one on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel Thursday night. Then a full slate of games on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. In girls basketball, we have Platteville at Prairie du Chien with major SWC Conference title implications at stake. That'll be on ESPN Radio AM 1590 WPVL. And as we mentioned, Barneveld at Belmont on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Boys basketball, pair of Swall games, Southwestern at Mineral Point. We'll have that one right here on 97.7 Country WGLR, and Darlington at Cuba City on Super Hits 106. And again, all 4 of those games available on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel coming up on Friday night. That'll wrap things up for me from River Ridge High School. Thanks to Wade Winkers and the entire staff at River Ridge for being gracious hosts, as always. Thanks to Ben McCulloch and Ronnie Zinkel for the pregame interviews, starters, team information. Also to Coach McCulloch for joining us on our Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show, picking out our Tricor Turning Point this evening. Thanks to all of our sponsors who help us bring high school sports to you, and thank you for listening and watching along. This has been Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country, WGLR FM Lancaster, a Queen Bee radio station, as well as our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Once again, our final score from River Ridge High School. Wauzeka-Steuben defeating River Ridge tonight, 44-38. Wauzeka-Steuben improves to 10-1. They take on Kickapoo on Thursday. River Ridge falls to 9-4 on the season. They pick up Judah coming up on Friday night. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis. 97.7 Country Nights is next. We'll see you for more basketball tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. And good night from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
The Tri-State's best variety of country. 97.7 Country, WGLR-FM. Lancaster. Serving Platteville, Dubuque, Galena, and beyond. On WGLR.com. A Queen Bee radio station.